dance, that wanna dance, that wanna dance,
Hey.
that wanna dance.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
It's little surprise, Peter, that this fella Tonali gets compared to some real legends of the game. The style of play, even his appearance. Yes, he'll...
Oh, he's been caught napping! He's got away. Shoots! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. Goal!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That has not gone well. So just the one early goal to report so far, and the score is 1-0. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Oh, well played, well played. That's travelling a long way. Chouameni. McAllister. Oh, well played.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Baresi makes the interception. And it's Totti. Now it's Torres. McAllister, and he's got away from him. Tonali can see things others simply cannot. Inzaghi, it's a searching pass. No luck with that dink over the top. Zanetti. Now it's Messi. Now it's Puskás. Tchouaméni, no way through. Totti. McAllister is the team's great visionary. Spread neatly.
Been there, done that, unfortunately. You immediately want to have another go. Believe me on that.
Pass somewhat off target. And Puskás! Superb from Puskás! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Barcelona are back in business. He gave it plenty and some. Thrashed it in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Puskás! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, what has happened here? And that brings the first half to a close. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. So straight into the second half. He won't be happy with that one. Zanetti. And it's McAllister. And here's Torres. And it's Totti. He's being urged to shoot.
Fernando Torres really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again,
It's Inzaghi! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
That's a little off target. That's a cute ball. That's good vision. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
He's going for goal! Tonali. De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. Puskás. Otto. Here comes a header! Oh, it's come off the upright. Cafu gets it clear. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He's picked his way through, and he's heaved it away.
Totti really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Passing nice and neat. Barcelona can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And he is. Real chance! Incredible! Just incredible! So is that it? Is this the moment they stole it? And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Substitution for Barcelona, number 21.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 10.
Barcelona
Puskás.
found the way,
Number 6.
forcibly. Now they must hold out.
Number 9.
Well, I can wholeheartedly say, Peter, they
Coming on
deserve
the
this.
field,
But
number
has the
45,
opposition enough spirit left in them now to maybe
Number 7,
find a way back?
Batistuta. Number 20. Olise.
De Bruyne.
Number 4. McAllister. Substitution in.
And that will be the final act. A game that is a tale of one that got away. A position of great promise they established. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours,
Hello,
it might not
everybody,
feel
and
like that.
welcome to today's
The
match.
stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And we're underway. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Cafu made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully.
The presence of Franco Baresi in this lineup suggests to me, Peter, that they'll be playing quite a high line.
What makes you think that?
Well, because he's got all the qualities required to excel in such a system. Because of his reading of the game, his vision, his technique, everything you need to spring a successful offside trap.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Beckenbauer. Rice promptly onto that, and that is that. McAllister.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
And he was quick to react. Totti. Well read, nice interception. Mbappe, driving forward, and he's intervened well there. Rijkaard. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Vardy. Can he finish? And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Utaitani with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. He leaps for it! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Not a bad try by any means. Utaitani have their second corner now. Khan claims comfortably. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. That's a sharp pass. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And it's Totti. And the pass is intercepted. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Looking to play him in. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
The first breakthrough.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
There will
Now
be
it's
1
Vardy.
minute added time.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Tries a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only
Hello
things
everybody,
lacking.
and a quick announcement now. We would like to
Arsenal
ask you all
coming
to
at
kindly stay
half-time
seated during
on the
the
wrong
match.
end of
Thank
a
you for
1-0
your cooperation.
scoreline.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest.
Substitution.
The second period is underway.
Arsenal can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And here's De Bruyne.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Stoichkov! It's a goal! Arsenal are level. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Oh, he's been caught napping. He is through here. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nicely weighted ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Looking tidy in possession here. De Bruyne.
Arsenal have clearly reached a level of comfort in this half. Why not use the impetus to plough on?
Oh, that was vital. Baresi getting this one clear. Great vision.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nice sequence of passes, this. That has been cut short. Zanetti. Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Substitution on the field. Number 37, Franz Beckenbauer. Number 11,
Inzaghi
Romario.
going after that.
Number 14,
Adams kept his eye on it,
Johan
and he's
Cruyff.
there.
Coming on the field.
Lovely pass, but
Number
can he get there?
15,
That's a shade
Khomeini.
optimistic.
Number 21,
Rodri,
Filippo Inzaghi.
Neymar,
Number 99,
Neymar.
Del Piero.
Now it's
Substitutions taking
Stoichkov.
place.
Chouameni cuts it out. And it's Stoichkov. Zanetti. And here's De Bruyne. Now it's Neymar.
Arsenal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Can he finish? It's in! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Utaitani leading now.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Can he get it through?
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. Utaitani really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
De Bruyne. Looking
There
for the
will be
run.
3 minutes added time.
Zanetti. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And that has been cleared. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Arsenal were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So off we go then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, I really like the look of this fella, João Pedro, Peter. He has a lovely brand of flair, skillful, quick, composed, always looking to exploit spaces in and around the box. I expect to see him getting heavily involved with his side's attacking play here.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. It's a searching pass. That has been cut short. Zanetti. To McAllister. Great ball, and he's in here.
Totti really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Looking for a runner. Now this could... Oh, Aubameyang! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Arsenal so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. João Pedro, and the counter is on. Rijkaard makes the interception. Nicely shaped ball. Well read, nice interception. Now it's João Pedro. And it's Fernando Torres. Zanetti. He's a sharp little ball here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely shaped cross. Casillas claims it without any fuss. Half an hour played now. João Pedro. And the pass is intercepted. Zanetti. Adams. João Pedro. Now he's got space here. Oh, shooting chance! It is a fantastic goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Inter go in front. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Inter Milan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Now it's João Pedro. McAllister. Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Kupchu.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Well, the ball's gone astray. Some resolute defending there. And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. Arsenal currently behind by 1-0 at the break.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
That just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Arsenal really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Deftly away. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Rijkaard. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Guardiola. Roberto Carlos. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Aubameyang, can he finish? And that is doing no harm at all.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 22.
So changes afoot here, and from
Number
both sides.
24, Francesco Totti. Coming on the field. Number 20. Stoichkov.
Roberto Carlos.
Number 7. Neymar.
Kukçu.
Substitutions taking place.
Kukçu was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, considering they're only one down, they're closer to conceding a second than scoring a leveller.
And it's Zanetti. Hoisted in. Oh, great header! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. And he's quick to get rid.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game.
Mbappe! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught napping. Zanetti.
Arsenal simply cannot be faulted for their effort here, Peter. They're giving all they have. You can't ask for more.
And he lines up a cross. And he shoots! And no mistake. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 3. McAllister.
So now we're going to get those changes we have been expecting.
Number 15.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Coming on the
Well, at this
field.
stage, Peter, it's going to come
Number
down
6,
to how badly they want to win this.
Number 9. Bellingham. Number 16. Rodri.
Oh, that's superb. And Stoichkov! Oh, how's that for a goal? A finish right from the top draw. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Arsenal with the lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
It's Park Ji-sung. 4 extra minutes added on. The ball has bounced loose now. Cafu. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Arsenal have done it with iron, with pragmatism, the sort you expect from a team like this. Admirable, enjoyable, and look how they reacted to that initial
Just a quick
setback.
announcement. We would like to inform
Neymar
you that
taking in the
CCTV is
accolades.
now-
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
In a system like this, Peter, the winger-fullback combinations can be absolutely crucial.
Yeah, and no doubt you can expand on that for us, Jim.
Well, there's just so many potential options and movements. Overlapping, underlapping, wingers vacating spaces to be occupied by fullbacks, coming inside, creating overloads down the middle on either flank. You get those right and this can be a very effective system.
A tried and tested formula.
And believe it or not, Peter, we even did that back in my day.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Not the most accurate pass. Short changes him with that pass. That has not gone well. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's going for goal! Tchouaméni, this guy undoubtedly the centre of attention here for more reasons than just one. This is his 300th game.
Well, Peter, I can't attest to this personally, not having made it to that many appearances myself, but you only need to look around to see not just how much it means to him, but everyone that's here and beyond. This is a huge moment.
Tchouaméni does really well to win the ball there. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Zanetti. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. That ball looks a good one. He is through here! Mateus with the cross. And it's claimed by the keeper.
Liverpool clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Mateus clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Totti. Always onto this. Mbappe! Goal! Arsenal! And we have liftoff! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch and they're dazed.
Arsenal have fired themselves in front. And the finish! It's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Arsenal are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Adams. Rijkaard.
2 added minutes has been
McAllister.
indicated.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Over to the right flank. That's it, 45 minutes up. Some first half thoughts?
Arsenal clearly have plenty of cause to be happy, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Kindly contact a nearby
Arsenal
member of
firmly
staff.
in control at the break. 2-0 the score.
Substitution on the field. Number 19, Lautaro Martinez.
And here is the first touch of the second half.
Coming on the field, number 14, David Villa. Number
Searching
11,
pass he's played there.
Haaland. Substitution in progress.
Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's a pretty loose pass. Chouameni, this is a promising build-up. Quality ball. And now the breakaway. Lovely, now then. And he shoots! And a neat finish! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can't come into it, and it didn't.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Some front-footed pressing going on here. Arsenal are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now.
Liverpool really are good.
Ah, he's given it away! Chance! And that's a good finish. And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Substitution.
Arsenal are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
It's a searching pass. Pass somewhat off target. Into the last quarter of an hour. Cafu. Cruyff with the cross. And they've got rid.
Arsenal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Threads one in. Great ball, it's Neymar! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
2 minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. He's in plenty of space here. Haaland gets into a good position. Mateus's delivery. Rice can get it. Vieira! Not a bad try by any means. The whistle's gone and the game is over. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
France against Arsenal.
The colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
There will be a throw-in. And it's Totti, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Oh, now he can... Torres!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Torres. And here's Totti. Neither side yet able to find the net. Now it's Darwin. Now it's Griezmann. Griezmann ventures forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Griezmann with the cross. And he's heaved it away. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Totti. He's picked his way through. Aims beyond the defence. Dida gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Darwin. Griezmann, a player who needs no introduction. And here's Rashford. And he's got his range wrong there. Cannavaro picks it up from the goal kick. Chouameni. There's a sharp little ball here. He's shifting through the gears here. And this is chance for a shot! It's hit the upright. And he's managed to get rid. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. And it's Messi. That's going wide left. And that's a throw-in. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Fernando Torres is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. And this is Totti. Great vision. Well, that's beautifully weighted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Rashford. Messi really struggling to influence the game. That's it, 45 minutes up. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here.
Security
We'll do it back on the first 45 minutes.
Well, at least the defence can look back on a job pretty well done so far, Peter. I think they've squeezed the play quite well, and they've been relentless in their pressing. So the energy levels have looked good.
Well, generally speaking, an entertaining half. Lack of goals a notable thing, but that's not to say it hasn't been very watchable. The second half is up and running.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game...
It's Neymar! Arsenal have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Disappointing. Very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Stoichkov with a real chance here. A real opportunity here from a position of great potential. Neymar! Oh, it rattles the bar. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Adams, Rijkaard. Arsenal come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Adams cuts out the pass. He is through here. And he's whipped it across. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Messi! McAllister. Nice-looking ball. Cannavaro kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Neymar. France appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
And still, we await the first breakthrough. Pass somewhat off target. Mbappe caresses it through. Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Substitution for France, number 11.
So we have
Darwin
movement on
Núñez.
both benches.
Number 13, Rashford. Number 10, Messi. Coming on the field, number 5, Mbappe.
Arsenal
Number
perhaps
9,
contemplating their next change here.
Number 19, Dani Olmo.
Now it's
Substitution in
Villa.
progress.
He's beaten the last man. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now it's Cantona. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And he cuts out the supply. That's really well manoeuvred. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. That's where it came from. Ball swung in. Caught offside that time. Tchouaméni.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer and quickly.
He's got away. Lovely feet. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture.
Substitution for France, number 7.
Very little
Griezmann.
time to go, and they have a
Number
free
8,
kick in a really
Alessandro
promising area.
Bastoni.
Yeah, plenty
Coming
of
on the
jostling
field,
in that box. They just
number
need a good
15,
delivery.
Mateus. Number 6, Arasi. Substitution.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Well, I thought his starting position was good, and that helped the keeper to judge the value of the ball and deal with it well. That's good play from him.
And he's managed to get free. Decent chance! He lifts the roof! Oh, is this it? Have they won it? The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of... And we're done. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway.
Well, Xabi Alonso is the standout. He'll be looking to set the tempo and dictate the play here, Peter.
He is so integral to this team, isn't he?
Yeah.
McAllister! Good strike, quite an alarm. Tete. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Raul will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. He's dealt with that really well. Filippo Inzaghi. Turan. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Rijkaard. First quarter of an hour gone, and he was quick to react. Totti. No, that's been intercepted. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Spread neatly. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And here's Inzaghi, knocks it into space. And he can clear it away. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. McAllister. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Rijkaard. Zanetti. Rijkaard. And it's Zanetti.
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Zola.
Is someone with real dynamite in his boots. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Zola.
Is offering some sort of an apology. Oh, it's taken out, that'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
Oh, nearly. McAllister.
Zanetti.
Just 5 minutes left until the break. And it's Totti. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Arsenal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way through zone.
And here's McAllister.
Messi.
Juve. Looking to play him in. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So neither side yet off the mark.
Well, this will have given them a chance to look for any potential holes and weaknesses in the opposition, something that will bear fruit once the teams come out again, I'm sure, Peter.
So we are where we began. The scoreline remains 0-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Both sides defensively robust up to now. Azar. Strong running down that left flank. He's got away. Cafu demonstrating his defensive quality there. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just...
And Zola! Oh, off the bar!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 24, Francesco Totti. Number
Well
4,
seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Number 19, Filippo Inzaghi.
Well, that looks a decent
Coming
ball.
on the field,
But and the
number
shot!
7, Neymar.
And he looked
Number
every
20,
bit the assured keeper there.
Really
Number
looked sharp there,
22,
didn't he? That's very well played.
Torres. Substitution.
It might not be such a bad idea playing this short and into feet.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? No, he didn't quite meet it right. Corner number 2 then. Arsenal are looking to go forward now. He came in hard, very hard. He's a sharp little ball here. And this is Torres. Torres! Azar, very much a man of this moment. Well, that pass isn't the best. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Now it's Batistuta. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, can they get him away? Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cafu spots it and intercepts.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Raul. Shot, surely! And it's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Goa have taken the lead.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
And that will be the final act. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced... So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
everybody,
The game
and
yet to
welcome to
kick off.
today's match.
The excitement already
Arsenal
palpable.
Against Flamengo.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter,
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
Grealish delivers. And he's taking no chances there. Looking to play him in.
Oh, that was vital.
Cafu.
Couch.
Cafu.
And it's Totti. Antonetti. Totti.
Oh, super ball.
Pirlo.
A true great in every sense of the word.
Oh, look, this is about as tentative as it comes. Hopefully, a football match will break out soon.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Mateus.
And it's Forlan.
Looking for a runner. That's the keeper's ball.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
Cafu. He's a sharp little ball here. And this shoots! Oh, in he goes again!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, good fly! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead! Great corner, and he did the rest.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Arsenal are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Vieira. He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's having a hit! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pirlo. And this is Hazard. Looking for options for movement. And now they can spring out of defence. Mbappe! And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. And here's Mbappe.
Vieira.
And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Arsenal leading by one at the break.
Please take all without the bins
I thought that was a
located
decent
by the
45
entrance
minutes of
gates.
football,
Thank you
plenty
very
of
much
signs
for your
that both
cooperation.
managers can take a
Substitution
lot of
for
encouragement
Arsenal.
from. I would say the
Number
mood
10,
is neither overly
Mbappe.
negative nor positive.
Coming on the
You still have to
field
approach
is
this like it's
number 8.
0-0.
Stoichkov.
Arsenal looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0.
If you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Arsenal leading courtesy of the game's only goal. Arsenal different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Totti. And it's Grealish. And here's Stoichkov.
Oh, that's a very chance for a shot! And that's a good finish. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Things starting to look...
Big chance!
And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 23.
So we have movement on both
Godzilla.
benches.
Number 2, Rodri. Coming on the field, number 9.
No, again there's no way through.
Number 22.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Substitution.
Arsenal perhaps contemplating their next change here. Stojkovic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Count. That is a great pick out. Saliba with the clearance. Stojkovic. Ambitious ball here. Now that's well seen too. No, that was never going to make it. That has not gone well.
Arsenal have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's Count. Now it's Neymar. Count has it in a wide position. Cleared away. And claimed it back swiftly. Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Nicely shaped ball. Saliba kept aware and it is reclaimed easily. Well, that looks a decent ball. It's fallen! He's beaten the keeper but hit the post.
Special! That is a special goal! A finish of true class! With so little time left, grandstand finish!
Pato at his razor-sharp best there.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place.
He's had a shot! He's got a goal! Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Yeah, the right
Added
touch in
minute has
moments
been
like that
indicated.
is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Arsenal have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think it's going to be very hard for them to find the character to respond from that.
And that's it. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right...